Welcome, everyone, to Night City Stargazers. Good job. Hi, everyone. Welcome in to episode 24. Where we had left off, the previous day, our nomad amongst our edge runners, Trix, had done what she could to persuade Saul Bright, the leader of the Aldecaldos, to join them in their venture to eradicate a Arasaka bodyguard by the name of Diehard. In the meantime, also, they've been looking into some of the switch-ups that have been happening around the different gangs that are going on. In particular, a job where they had stood watch as bodyguards. Nothing really went awry, and they have been kind of looking into what may have happened behind their closed doors as a result. A shakeup amongst the Valentinos is what they suspect. And so, while they're trying to gather their resources and collect the personnel that they need for this job against Diehard, they've also been looking into this whole Valentino thing and what it might mean for Night City. And so, we join Fxture as he's maybe going over his notes one more time over his breakfast. Kind of looking over his notes, text message logs that he's discovered, media articles that he's gotten his hands on, maybe the odd little deduction about reading between the lines of articles and interviews and conversations he's had over the last few days. Collecting his thoughts, deciding what to do next about this story, if there's a story here at all. So, Fxture, why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the conclusions that you've drawn and what you intend to do about them?
Well, I'd like to start off by saying that perhaps there is a story here, but maybe this is not my story to tell. A man of my position must understand what can and cannot get out. For the public cannot handle everything. Uh, my personal thoughts, sort of running back these last few nights and these conversations that I've had, I've come to a possible conclusion, a hypothesis, if you will, that maybe Sparks was hired to do some underhand work, under the table work. Perhaps, that was something he said of his own admission. He said himself, if his name was brought up, that he might have been there. And I think that was his roundabout telling me that he definitely had some involvement with this. But he's keeping a lot from me, a lot more than he usually does. And why not talk to the man who was seen driving off the scene? That'd be a man by the name of Padre. Now, this is going to be a rather difficult discussion to have at a bar, but I feel like maybe if I hush my tone enough, maybe I can get away with a little something.
So, do you have the connections necessary to set up a meeting with Padre? This is a fixer you haven't had personal contact with.
Oh, man.
He's a known fixer, and he's known to be cagey around media. Purposefully, I'm sure.
I actually don't know if I do. I've probably done some stories on some Tino-related stuff. but I don't know if I would necessarily have a direct in with the man.
Sounds like you
And
might.
you did say it was Padre that was seen leaving the scene, right?
That is what your comrades have told you. They're the ones who
Okay.
know of him. They're the ones who have met him. They're the ones who
Oh,
have seen him before, at the very least. So maybe one of your comrades has an in that you could use.
yeah. I'll send sort of like this like group message, and it's like I've come to a conclusion that I need to talk with Big Man Padre. And I was wondering if any of y'all would know how to get contact with him or perhaps could facilitate this for me. I have a line of questioning that I think that would be most beneficial to our current predicament, Valentino wise.
Lou sends a text back. I haven't met him, but I could.
You
Get one
could.
back.
Sorry, go on.
Get one back
Go
from
on.
Trix too, saying that if any one of us can, it'd be Lou.
Now,
He's within my reach.
it's gonna kind of mull it over for a minute, maybe trying to see if maybe he's going a little too over his head. You know, this is a big name that he's like tossing around and trying to set something up with, and part of that honestly terrifies him, but the other part of it is just like the adrenaline is like kind of kicking in, and before he knows it, he messages Loup back before thanking Trix for uh her little tidbit that she gave him. Could you set up a meet for me?
There's no guarantee he'll show up or want to talk to us. What are we trying to get out of him? Or more importantly, what do we have to offer?
As much as it would hurt my artistic and integrity, there's a lot of stories about the Tinos. There are some I could perhaps sweep under the rug and no one would remember. If that's what it takes to get the information I'm seeking, I mean, I'll do just about anything, as I think that this would serve more people than any story coming about the Tinos here of recent. I think him and Sparks might have worked together. I think something happened.
She texts back. We know him and Sparks work together. You're suggesting we blackmail him?
I mean, I'm not trying to say that, no, but if there would be a man who would know anything about this situation, I mean, it would be him. I mean, we could offer a job, we could offer more protection, we could do just about. I mean, heck, we need the money right now. We could offer our services. I mean, that's kind of what we do. Maybe he's heard of us, maybe.
Oh, he's probably heard of us. Maybe not. Oh boy. We've done work for the Valentinos. She sends. If he's aware of us, it's as low-level muscle. Maybe he knows me by reputation. But sure,
You
I'll reach out to him.
sort of kind of like hinting at her like middle point there, where it's like he probably sees us as low muscle. He'll send back real quick. He's like, thank you kindly. I appreciate that. Just remember that sometimes powerful people need bodies to throw at things. I hate to say it with those bodies.
Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
How would I go about reaching? I think that he would count as a major city player, right?
Yeah, at least in the vicinity of Haywood, and since that's kind of your home turf, you have plenty of people who know of Padre and could also get in contact with him should you need to. So you have plenty of contacts in your favor regarding getting a hold of him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I want to do that. What's it going to take?
Go ahead and roll me because this is something that is to do with you being a reputable fixer of sorts. I'm going to say that this is similar to your roll ability, in that it's going to
Yeah,
be...
makes sense. I mean, it is like a roll ability, right? Like it's by
Yeah.
actual reach people.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, go ahead and give me, because your roll ability gives you a bonus to negotiation rolls, and so go ahead and roll me that to see how quickly you can get because it'll be a degrees of success, how quickly you're able to get this meet to happen. The higher the
Sure.
roll, the sooner that you can get that meeting.
So normally that's a trading roll
Normally, yep.
plus my 6.
Yep.
So you want that?
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead and make that roll. Ooh,
Okay.
that's a green
So it's
number.
that plus
That's
6.
a critical success.
Wow.
So the
Jesus.
36.
Yep.
36 to contact Padre.
Yep. That's a
Oh
critical success for Lou.
my lord.
Good job.
So he does know who I am.
Oh yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
Knows who you are. Knows
Does he remember? Does he know we tried to rip him off?
That we'll have to see. But
Yeah.
he is aware that he's aware that you live in the Haywood mega building. He's aware that of your reputation so far as, you kind of run your own little crew, that you've worked for the Valentinos before. Whether he openly admits he's associated with the Valentinos, that's another thing to say, but he's at least familiar with them enough to be able to have a discussion with them, and it seems he is available at El Coyote Coho this afternoon.
I send the details to Steven.
Oh.
I tell him to dress to impress. And I put on my nice pants.
Okay.
He is one surprised at how quickly that availability opened up. Like he is all right. That. Yeah, sure, okay. He'll send back. He'll go. Wow, you work fast, very fast. I see why a rich man likes a group.
She sends back a wolf emoji.
Sure. Alright. He doesn't know what that means, but he'll send back a moon?
There.
Alright. He's happy with this outcome. I guess he's gonna go get his best on.
All right. Since there is still a bit of morning left, Lou and Trix, what have you been up to aside from texting your media friend? If there's anything that you've been up to.
Trix has been doing a little bit more research on Susan Abernathy, more than what the scream sheets can give her, so more of a deeper dive.
Okay. So you're doing a little bit of research into what may not be public knowledge of Arasaka.
Yep.
Okay. What is it you wish to know?
I had that thought and it was lovely.
Because there's quite a number of things that you do know as a result of public information, which is that she is counterintelligence for Arasaka, that her bodyguard is obviously diehard, that her job in Arasaka is to make sure that any threat to Arasaka is dealt with, that she's very good at her job, and that an associate of hers in the same department, Jenkins, is also kind of eyeballing her position. This is a known rivalry, and it is a celebrity rivalry that the Scream Sheets have been kind of keeping tabs on for several years by this point.
So any connections, any patterns in her movements around the city, if there are any, stuff of that sort.
Okay. So, like, her itineraries, her different things like that. Okay. So that's going to be a little bit more personal information. That's probably going to require hacking some... either someone or something at the very least a moderate level at Arasaka. So, knowing that hacking Arasaka has made you cagey in the past, just wanted to put you aware of the risks.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, what the Scream Sheets would have told you as far as public knowledge is that anyone who resides in Arasaka Tower very rarely leaves, including Die Hard.
Yeah, okay, that's why I figured, and that's why I was hoping not to find out.
Yeah.
But
so because Arasaka Tower is very much built in a similar fashion to a mega building and is at the city center, you would know that there are shops there. There are living quarters. There are offices. There are, recreational facilities. There are meeting places. There are just... the tower itself is a city contained, and Night City is also a broader version of that.
Okay, I think we'll put a pin in it for now, given that, because I think Lou would have told Trix about her trying to reach out to Jenkins. So we'll wait on what comes from that before moving forward.
Okay. Yeah, because essentially everything that any Arasaka employee could potentially need as far as, family services too, for schooling for their kids, going from kindergarten all the way up to college level, it's all contained within the tower.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Very similar
Yeah,
to the
then
mega
we'll wait
building
and
that
see.
you're a part of, just larger.
Then we'll wait and see how the Jenkins route turns out.
Okay. So were you all able to get a hold of him? I don't quite recall. I don't know that you've attempted yet.
Yes, I most certainly attempted. That attempt cost me 2,000 eddies.
Oh, okay. I
Um,
didn't recall, so
I
it's
gave
been weeks.
Wakako. That's okay. No, it's been a little while since we did this. I gave Okada
Okay.
2K and a message.
Okay.
The message was, yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking to see if I have notes as regarding to
You're
that.
so good. It's so interesting because I'm like looking for my notes on it, and I'll see what comes out here.
So I hadn't told you the result yet, so far as my
No
notes say.
result. No
Yeah.
result. No, that was just a floater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were waiting to see if that was going to happen, or when, or if. This is like, because like everything that's happening with that job is just kind of up in the air. So we're chasing down the Valentino stuff while we're waiting for that stuff to ripen, mature,
Yeah.
like a cheese.
Trying to think
Or wine.
of. Because I did the dice roll, but I don't have the modifiers. So I'm just kind of gonna wing it. Because I don't have Wakako
there it
statted
is.
out. I made a single D10 dice roll and was gonna find out the modifiers at a later point. I didn't actually write out the modifiers. So you eventually, in fact, this morning, do get a notification from Wakako that your message has been sent, but no direct response from Jenkins as of yet. But she does say no news may be good news. But that your message about a message to him about Abernathy's position has been received.
So she knows that it's been received for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. And her advice is no news is good news. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I thank her for all of her assistance. I am going to hit her up for a job.
Okay.
We are, skint. We're looking for, light work right now. Is there anything that she's got working that she needs a little bit of help with?
Okay. So we do have the sort of minor jobs that you can do as part of a week-long venture that each of you can do as part of your role. So is that something that you're looking to do? Spend a week on a small job? Because that would advance your time frame by a week, but maybe not others.
No, I was hoping for like how we had the low Valentino's job.
Yeah.
Just a basic muscle job that we all did. I was hoping for something like that we all could get involved on.
Okay. So
It's
something
okay
a little
if
bit
she
more
doesn't
group.
have something.
Okay.
Yeah. I was also going to hit up Padre for the same thing. So.
Okay.
We have rent maybe coming up, so we have to do this.
Because if you do spend, a week doing odd jobs, which is something that you can do, then that would mean that rent is due afterwards. So, as far as group jobs, go ahead and make me... Because you might also be aware of different jobs that are available in your particular mega building too. So go ahead and make me another trading roll.
Got you.
using your roll ability. Okay.
Done. That's +6.
You know, there's plenty of notices, especially in your building, of people who need this and that. You know, there's a listing for someone needing something delivered. You know, doesn't go into details as to what that might be, but it's kind of a pick up and drop off sort of a job. You see that there's
Yep.
a an escort me to trauma team. There's an escort to city center for like just pick up and drop off of a person. You know, little odds and ends here. Each of which is offering between 200 and 500 eddies, and each job will take a day.
Okay.
So, however many of those you want to pick up, that will be however many days that you will earn between 200 and 500 eddies, if you want to do that.
Long. Okay.
And there's
Thanks.
there's 3 listings at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
And this will be kind of treated like an odd jobs, except it's not going to take a full week.
Cool. Thank you.
Felix, I need you to go. Come on. He has a habit of sitting right in front of my keyboard and my monitors.
Of course.
Love the boy.
Sweet baby.
He's a sweet baby, but he's a pest. Okay, so Lou, you are aware of these jobs in your mega building, and Trix, you were gonna look into the Arasaka thing, but that's you're treading on very spicy territory in that regard. So, was there something else that you wanted to do instead?
Probably just meet up with the other two and see if they have anything going on.
Okay. So, that does bring you all to meeting up with one another, should you desire to, before the meeting.
Yeah, probably at the Coyote Coho, right?
Yep. You can definitely meet there early, if you'd like.
Sure.
And so, when you arrive, it is barely just opened for the morning. It's probably about 11 o'clock right now. You're expected to meet Padre in about an hour or so. And so you have some time to kind of really talk to one another if you really want to. There's not a whole lot in the way of patrons that are here this early in the morning. Pepe is serving maybe a couple of the early birds who have essentially walked in as soon as the doors opened. And you find that those people are kind of sitting at the bar, kind of chatting back and forth with Pepe, but he's kind of minding his own at the moment. So if you wanted to get drinks, you could. But do you really want to look like a lush this early in the morning?
Definitely not.
I was muted. Wow. Are any of these people like particularly saying anything interesting?
That, my friend, would be sort of a perception roll. Okay. They seem to be kind of mulling about their woes. They seem to be a little bit more of the sort of like the working class sort of individual. They're based on their clothing, they don't look like they're especially rich, but they don't look like they're especially poor either. You're not seeing, people who have, torn up clothing that might signify that they're homeless or something, but you're seeing someone who's maybe a little down on his luck, kind of, and Pepe, being the bartender that he is kind of entertaining the conversation as best he can without being too involved in it. This seems like something that Pepe has heard a dozen times before about this person complaining that this person did this and that person did that, and oh, woe is me. But this person also seems like they're a couple drinks in and may just be going on a tangent. Come on,
He's
go
gonna
for it.
shake his head. He's just gonna shake his head, and he's gonna look at the other two. It's like, well, I was gonna try to see if these poor saps are gonna say anything interesting, but honestly, the conversation kind of made me bored.
What did you expect for so early in the day?
You never know. People like to spill all their business, especially when they start drinking. I was hoping for something juicy, but you're right. Perhaps it's a little too early for that sort of talk.
Yeah? Want to say the juiciest stuff? Later afternoon? Later in the evening?
Maybe I should start going bar hopping for this kind of thing. Alright, we're not gonna talk about my latent alcoholism, but y'all wanna like get drinks or like, because I mean we have an hour. I mean we could just like chill here. I mean,
Padre is big time.
yeah. Oh,
That is
that's
Probably
fair.
best to come correct. Right? So,
I mean, most things I say are correct. Oh, okay. Metaphorically, okay.
Trix, you have a good night out in the desert?
Yeah, it was fun. Nice, relaxing. Got to catch up with a lot of people.
That's nice.
Very much needed.
I bet it was. I used to always think the desert was so nothing. That is until I went out there. Those wastelands are quite a sight to take in.
Should drag you out there at night one time. Sky really tends to open up.
I got some extra space on my camera. I'd love that.
Well, we'll go out one night. Maybe drag Lou along with us. If you ever get a hold of Rec, we can bring him too.
Yeah, he's been MIA since I showed up. Something tells me he might be afraid of me. I don't know.
Probably
Yeah.
just busy with the clinic.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, was that one time I was poking around his clinic? I mean, he might still have a hot spot for that one, but
Who knows? I think he's just busy. A lot of shit going on.
yeah.
Who knows? He might be doing his own little investigation and come back with more information for us.
Well, it can
You
only
never
hope.
know.
Yeah.
He's always a surprise.
He really is always.
You're talking this man up. If I meet this guy and he's not surprising, I'm going to be very disappointed.
For a scav? Yeah. He's a weird one.
Well, our mutual friend was telling me he doesn't like being called that, so I wasn't going to say anything, but
He's as close to being a
No.
scav as you can be without actually being a scav.
With a heart of gold. Chrome, maybe.
Scabs don't tend to have hearts, so I guess, I mean, that's one thing he's got going for him.
No, don't call him that. He'll put your
That's
head through a wall.
That's what I said. I was talking about the gang. I wasn't talking about him. I'm aware. I have been made very aware not to call him that. I've been coached, all right, because I would have, and then I was told not to. So, you know.
They tell you about his temper? Because it's more than that.
No, that was definitely not something. Oh, he's got a temper. Well, there's always
It
one
sure
person.
does. It's more than that. He's got about a dozen hair triggers, and you'll never know what's going to set him off. But he's not the only one.
No, we each have hair triggers like that.
We do.
Oh,
That's for you.
I challenge you to find mine. There's not many.
Challenge accepted.
God. Alright, maybe I shouldn't have vocalized that part, but...
Trix is going
I
to
think
back.
that's a recurring problem for you, isn't it?
What? What's a recurrent problem?
Not knowing when to stop vocalizing your last living thought.
He's just gonna look at her. So that's why you elbowed me.
You got it.
So, hold on now. Is that not, like, crucial information that someone working for someone, you know, sort of...
Go on.
raises...
Spit it out, son.
Like... You're potentially sending, like, you know, people out to, like, die, basically, and you didn't tell them who was facilitating that?
By George, I think he's got it.
Oh, look,
Now, like, look, like, I might have an issue with that. Not that I'll look if that's something you don't want them to know. I'm not gonna open my mouth about it again. However, part of my conscience does not enjoy that. So just know that might be that's something I'm a little contentious about. But I will concede in that.
There's a whole lot of nut and duddy.
I'm
Shaking his head.
Who do you fancy yourself as in this game that we're playing?
You like my position?
Sure. Because
Man,
if
go on.
Calhoun, our patron, is the Emperor, that makes me the General. As terrifying as that sounds. And that means I'm sending men to die. And unfortunately, that means I need to lie to them. Because if I tell them the truth, then they won't do it.
That's a fair point. I've always
need to
sort
tell
of
them-
Oh, go on. Sorry.
No, you go on.
And I understand that is a necessary thing for you to do as the, you know, air quote, general. But
You
my
see, if I want them to
particular
die for God and country, and she puts her hand on his shoulder, then I'm gonna need a propaganda man.
And that's where you come in.
I do like propaganda. However, I also like I'm a man of the truth. I'm a man of the people. I mean, a lot of what I do is to like, like expose corruption and like do all that sorts of fun shit.
Sure. But remember, who's on either side of this battle? We've got the Emperor of Biotechnica against the Principality of whatever the other fucking company's name is. I fucked it up.
Arasaka.
What is it? Thank you.
Arasaka.
Principality of Arasaka. False idols built up in our puerile world. I'd see them both torn asunder. For the real people to live fat off of their backs. And the soldiers. The world that we envision is never going to live in peace as long as these monsters, Ronin, wander them bloodthirsty and hungry, unfed, watered, looking to make a buck. So somebody needs to practice a little bloodletting for the good of the patient.
Someone's got to wrap it all up and make it look pretty.
We want to get rid of the parasite to save the host. We'll need the vaccine. And somebody's got to sell it. Are you that somebody?
Yeah, I'd say I am. I have to blow smoke up a lesser evil's ass. I mean, I'll do it. I want to see them all crumble eventually. I don't think
Don't we all?
I think there's a lick of good in some of them. But that lick of good is complacent in corruption and lies and all sorts of underground crimes and illegal activity. And the system turns its eye. And I believe the people deserve to know when the system does. However, I understand that it's also very dangerous. And that would put a pretty heavy target on my back. Which is why I do more subliminal type things if I ever even speak about that. So if you need someone to sell a story, even though I might not particularly be on board with some of the messages, I can sell just about anything.
Well, I'll tell you, Steven. You sell for me, Trix, and we'll pull for you. So you can do the work you need to do.
That's why we're sitting here right now.
Yeah.
She offers you a cigarette.
He'll take it immediately. Just he doesn't even like you start to hold it out, he plucks it out of your fingers.
Yeah, she offers you the pack, and she reaches out to light her deal.
He'll take it and light it. He'll go, oh.
You get +1 intelligence and +1 cool.
Oh, yeah. All right. That is sick. Wow.
Yeah, cigarettes are
9
awesome.
9 cool and 7 intelligence.
Yep.
Oh, it doesn't go above 8.
Oh, it doesn't go above 8? Dang.
Doesn't
All
go
right.
above 8 unless it's synth coke. Only synth coke will push you above 8. Sorry.
Well, I'll say it
Still
8
good
and I'll
try.
have a 7 in intelligence. That's still pretty good.
You need the
Yep.
hard stuff to get up to 10.
Yeah, I mean, hard stuff is good too.
But it is a
You gotta
buff
get some of
for
that.
the duration of the effect. I think the duration of the effect is what, an hour or
10
10
minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
It says 10 minutes, but
For about
I've
as
just
long
been
as you're
doing it
smoking
for
it, yeah.
as long as the
He-
scene takes.
Yeah.
He might go through this whole pack, to be honest. He's like, oh my god, I'm actually doing this. I'm talking to a big player right now. I got the deal. He's like, huh.
Speaking of which, a certain known individual does start walking through the front doors of a Coyote Coho. Doesn't seem to have anyone additional following in behind him, but that isn't to say that they aren't at a beck and call should he need it. A well-known player amongst the Fxtures of Night City. A man named Sebastian Ibarra, but better known as Padre. Sees you all at a table compared to the maybe one or two others who are sitting at the bar. Immediately seems to go straight for you.
Yeah, I get up and I greet him immediately. He's an older guy, right?
Yep, he's older, balding, has maybe a few liver spots. He's got kind of a wrinkled face to him. He's got some maybe medical implants on the side of his head. You're not entirely sure what they're for, but he's an older gentleman. You'd probably guess 70s, 80s.
Yeah. I treat him as someone of his age, but I don't overdo it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I reach out to grasp his hand or hands with both hands. Lou says, Senor Ibarra, thank you for meeting us. Please have a seat. I sort of I'm very I'm helping him to the seat. I'm just kind of treating him like a regular person.
Yeah, and he shakes your hand and kind of looks to you all in kind of a neutral sort of way. He doesn't make any visible initial judgments on you. He sits down in the seat that you've offered him and kind of folds his hands in front of him. You see that he's got some kind of cross necklace on the hanging just above his sort of button-down shirt. He's wearing kind of a nondescript leather jacket and just seems to be waiting for the conversation, just for the most part. It kind of looks like he's curious as to what you may want, but is waiting for you to make the first move.
First of all, my apologies. I should have come to you much sooner than this. To be operating in your vicinity and never to reach out to you. Honestly, it was my foolish pride.
You have nothing to apologize for. It's simply that we had not met, and here we are.
You're very gracious, senor. Thank you.
Please just call me Padre.
Padre. Offer you a drink?
No, I have other engagements to find myself at later on this afternoon, and I'm perfectly fine, thank you.
Of course. Shall we get down to business?
Please. He kind of gives a bit of a please go on and sort of flourish with his hand.
Thank you. My associates and I find ourselves at a bit of an impasse. We are in need of employment.
Mm. In need of employment. It did sound rather urgent, the message that you had sent. That...
Sure. That's not all, I should state. To go on, how do I put this? She looks around cautiously to make sure no one can overhear. The bar's empty.
Yeah,
She already
much.
knows this, but she still makes a show of it. She says, "We were there the night of the restructuring. We caught wind of the shake, and
I am aware.
of course,
In fact, it seems that one of your company seems to be missing.
waylaid on personal business. Nothing amiss whatsoever."
Are we talking about the good doctor, or are we talking about your muscle friend?
I see. Regrettably, our associate Slideye has gone missing.
That's unfortunate to hear. Many in Night City do. Many in Night City are never found. But may her path be with God.
That she brings herself peace. I am in agreement.
So it is just the you three, then, at this moment.
At the moment.
All right. You made a point of saying that you had been there the night of restructuring, and so I'm curious.
Well, professional curiosity has gotten the better of me.
As many would in your position, I'm sure.
Surely there's an opportunity here.
Certainly
What's a
sounds...
girl got to do to take a bite at it?
Well, I'm aware you were there. You were aware that I am there. I was there. And so it seems that we are of a mutual understanding. Now, I'm not sure exactly what it is that you're asking, young lady.
It'd be at this moment that the reporter-looking male kind of next to Lou, he's like dressed in, he was told to wear his best, and so he found a suit that wasn't completely screwed up, like it's not as disheveled, like that tie actually looks like it was done properly. It's like this nice like black suit with like there's like stripes going down, like white thin stripes going down the color. The tie is red with like this gradient effect to it. He's gonna take out a pen, grab one of the napkins, and he's gonna write the name Sparks down on it, and he's gonna slide it over.
Padre takes the napkin, kind of looks it over for a minute, looks at you, Fxture. Make me a human perception roll.
All right, this is very important to Fxture, so I'm gonna pour 4 luck into it.
Okay.
Let's see. So add 4 to that, so 20. I think that's 21.
Okay. 14 plus 4 is 18, my dear.
Oh. Well, it says 17.
No, that's your perception.
Looking at the wrong thing.
Yep.
Wrong thing. All right. I just needed to scroll down. Okay. My bad.
Yep.
My bad. I was looking at the wrong roll. All right.
Yeah, you're good.
Perception was like, ooh.
Yep.
Yeah. So 18.
18. I'm gonna make a roll. Okay. He puts the paper down, face the side you've written on, face down.
Okay.
You see him kind of twitch an eyebrow at you, but maybe it sort of looks a little inquisitive. But he says nothing.
Was he there that night? And if you need some kind of payment for this information, I'm willing to do any sort of article or any sort of job that you would need me to do. And the way that Fxture is like saying this is like there's almost this like, yes, this is part of something the group wants, but he has like almost like a personal sort of investment in this from how he's speaking.
Okay. Well, you all already sound as if you're in much need of work anyway, as edge runners go. You said you would do anything to get the information as to whether he was there that night.
That and anything else you can give me about it.
Then I suppose I need to understand of what value this information is to you before I offer you a job of equal value.
want to
Yeah.
watch his back. I want to make sure that none of this gets back to him. So I need the necessary information. So if
So that you
anything
could
would have happened, I could easily cover it up for him.
cover stories. Figures. I knew I was talking to a media as soon as I walked in the door. Looking for a scoop. Makes sense. It's how you make your money. It's how you sell your time to your corporation.
And if it makes you feel any better, I would send you every draft so you may make your own revisions.
That wouldn't be necessary. And to the rest of you, what does this mean to you? To him, it means his career.
Just work
Oh, did
as far as it goes.
It's always good to know how the power gets shaken up in the city between all the gangs, inner gang. Want to stay on top of it.
For your own personal safety or the safety of someone you know?
Our own, when it comes to myself and Lou at the very least. Can't speak for him. But
Lou obviously thinks of Sam in this moment, but does her best not to betray that.
yeah, Trix's thoughts are immediately with Jason and Nathan. But again, she's not letting that be known.
Okay.
There is a very particular man in a hospital bed that Fxture would come to mind. At the mention of protection, personal or otherwise.
Okay. Then from the three of you, I do want some kind of, I think acting role would kind of be the closest equivalent, because this would be trying not to betray your own thoughts on your own faces.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw 2 luck.
Okay.
I'm going to throw 3 luck.
Okay. Ooh. Trix, that is a crit fail.
Yeah, that is. I knew that was going to happen.
Baby.
This game does not like me.
I just got lucky.
Yep.
I just got
I got
extremely
really
lucky.
lucky. I got really
me and
lucky
you
too.
both. Me and you both.
Yep. Okay. Lou, Fxture, you're pretty confident that your face isn't betraying your thoughts. Trix, you catch yourself too late. You wonder if he's picked up on it. He just kind of looks at you all. He's definitely trying to read the room between the three of you. Definitely trying to gauge how how accurate you are being with your words. Knowing that your words can benefit and betray you in the same sentence.
Padre,
Yes,
I grew up in Haywood.
indeed.
The Valentinos control it. Them, McAllister,
Mhm.
yourself. If I want a slice of this pie, I need to know how the dough gets made.
Which I can understand. Breaking out into the position of a fixer is definitely very, very tough, especially for one of your age. You have definitely made an impression amongst many of my peers. I'm aware of you. I know some of the struggles that you have undergone. As a Haywood child, it is, in a way, my job to guide the youth of this district. So, you need a job because, frankly, being an edge runner does not pay consistently. You rely on those around you to pay you for jobs done, whether well or not. So, Fxture here wants information and is willing to sell his soul. Not that it ever would need to come to that, but it's interesting to know what a man would do given the right circumstances, what his price might be. You need to know because it is your job to know. And so, he takes a moment to try and determine what it is that you could do for him, at least in the immediacy. I suppose I'm trying to think of what you could do for him. I'm kind of drawing a blank. So you're kind of really looking for a job that's going to pay well, right? You're kind of looking for that Is that what mostly what you're looking for out of him at the moment, aside from the information about Sparks?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
looking for like 2 to 6K a piece.
Okay.
Yeah, something
mean-
I'll always cover rent.
Well, also, if I remember correctly, a lot of Padre stuff is like assassination, so like
Mm.
stealing things.
Yep. That's. I mean, of course, you know that as far as meta knowledge, as far as the game is concerned, and so
Dirty jobs.
dirty jobs.
Pretty much, yeah.
Definitely some dirty jobs that have come up in other avenues of lore, and so when he says something like selling your soul to get what it is that you want, he's not exactly making it that an exaggeration. All right. You are obviously very aware of some very evil people in this city. Many of them are too far gone to be saved. Are you willing to enact justice for those who cannot enact that justice themselves?
Immediately, Fxture says yes. Not even a beat, not a thought. Immediate answer.
Trix is gonna look over at Lou, then back over at Padre. It wouldn't be the first time that we've done so.
Caballero, speaking our language.
All right. I will provide you with the details at another point in time. I will send you the details later on tonight. In payment, you will get your answer. For a job completed without arousing suspicions, consider it a bonus. That is, of course, what you wanted.
I can agree to those terms.
He looks to Lou. And he is looking you square in the eyes, pretty deadpan, scrutinizing you. And he's not hiding it.
Yeah. She says,
He gives.
I can't think of the word, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
But yeah, mum's the word.
He gives a nod, stands up from his seat. Then go with God. And he casually starts to stride out of the bar.
Before he leaves, Fxture will slip him another napkin.
He simply takes it. What does it read?
And if he were to... I respect the work that you do for the community, and if any heat were to come down on you, let me know, and I will do my best to provide a cover-up story.
He doesn't read it right away. He just simply slips it into his pocket before leaving.
Just sighs. Oh my lord.
I think I was more nervous about meeting him than I was with Kako.
Well, you weren't there when I put a gun to Trix's head, or the other one.
Wow. You put gun to someone's head? Okay, you know what? That actually doesn't surprise me.
I've heard the story. Trust me, it was the dumbest thing I ever fucking heard.
I thought it was funny.
You got some balls on you, kid. That's something I noticed immediately. Not that that's a bad thing.
What was it we all agreed on? Lou is the living definition of audacity.
Yeah, no, I agree. That I should just start calling you Audacity at this point. I mean, you know what? Yeah, all right. Your name is Audacity now. I have fun with that. Uh,
Tell me what you like. As long as you answer when I call, that's all I care.
I'll definitely do it. Especially if we keep doing things for the betterment of the people. By the way, you're not like upset that I just like head rushed my way into that, are you?
Gotta make money.
Yeah?
You
There's
gotta
people
ply
I
your
can help.
trade.
Yeah.
And
If,
if I had to make a contact off of yours, then I would have done it too.
Well, you want a contact within MaxStack, I can definitely give you that. Although you already know the man. I don't know how you feel about it, but I could offer it.
You seem to forget who we're working for in the bigger goal.
She's talked about Calhoun, right?
Yeah.
When the lesser evil is... He's gonna like try to choose his words very carefully here. Lesser evil is like the broth in a soup. Sometimes you gotta sit and steep to get to the meat and potatoes. There are worse things that we could be working for. So why not just enjoy the soup?
Exactly that.
His eyes kind of trail off somewhere, like kind of into one of the corners of the bar.
So you two got anything else planned?
Um, I got my hands on a couple of transporter jobs. If you guys want to make a couple hundred eddies for the rest of the day.
Keeps us busy. Gets us paid. Don't see why not.
Okay, she
Yeah.
takes the flyers and she shuffles them and passes them out face down.
It'll be a moment before Fxture takes his, but he'll eventually take it and like stuff it into like an inside pocket and sew it into one of the suits.
Trix is gonna grab hers and give it a look over.
Alright. So, what we're going to do for these mechanically is we're just going to roll off of the odd jobs tables that we have for each of your roles. Because it will be, even though Lou has shuffled them and they're kind of, technically things like escorts or things like grab this and drop off and things like that, we kind of want to, let's do something that's, tailored to your character specifically. So
Yeah.
it's going to be, little odd job of like information for Trix. Lou, it's gonna be something for a Fixer, and for Fxture, it's gonna be something a little bit closer to like a media's odd job sort of thing. So let me pull up the book and
Talking like a composition odd job. We talking like a.
well, we're talking. Let's see, where's the book? Here it is.
Someone needs me to put something together for him. I can definitely do that. I got a plus 13 to composition. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. What?
So I'm looking. Let's see. Let me find where that is in the book. Because this is going to be earning you some money.
Starts 382.
382. You are a gem. Okay, so making a living. So doing jobs, hustling, buying and selling. So this would be your hustles. So let's look at for Netrunner hustles. So what that does is whenever you have a full 7 days, obviously we're going to do something a little bit shorter span than that. This you can work to earn a little bit of EB. The amount you're paid is dependent on your role and your role ability rank and the outcome of rolling 1d6. You'll notice that your pay seems pretty low. Don't worry, as an edge runner, this isn't your primary stream of income. This is a way to get paid. To get paid is to get a crew together to do a job. So little side hustles for today. So we're going to start with Trix, because that's the first one that appears on in the order of tables. So you are a rank 4, correct,
I'm
Netrunner?
a rank 5.
Rank 5 Netrunner, okay.
Ooh.
So you don't run the risk of a job that doesn't get you anything. You get at least a few Eurodollars for your side hustles. So we're going to roll a d6. Which I rolled a 2, which is cracked a major corporate system and sold the data. Okay, so let's make this a little bit plot relevant. You found a back door on Susan Abernathy. You found a slightly older itinerary, but something that seemed a little bit routine when you looked at it. Now, I'm going to give you the option to sell it for the 300 Eurodollars that you would normally get off of this, in which case you wouldn't be able to use it towards your own purposes, or you can keep it for yourself, earning no cash.
I'm still pretty good on money.
Okay.
I have enough to cover rent, so I'm going to keep it for myself.
Okay. So go ahead and and I'll probably detail this in a little bit more detail when it becomes a bit of a relevant point, but definitely make a note on your sheet that you have important information regarding Susan Abernathy's routine. And mechanically, when it's relevant, this will add a bonus to a roll when it's appropriate. Okay. Next up is media.
Hello.
And you are rank 4?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to roll a d6 and figure out how this side hustle that you found at the mega building goes. Ooh, that's a 1. Fantastic.
Oh.
He wrote an expose that covered a major topic and made a big sale of it.
Oh.
So you get, mechanically, $300. So this may be something that you've been writing for some time now. So tell us a little bit about who this expose is about. And
Well, you see, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I immediately had something.
yeah, go ahead.
Well, you see, there's this salesman down near where the somewhere in what is it? Pacifica, I think what it was. And he was giving people dirty chips, for their and he kind of point to giving people dirty brain chips. And it was frying them. There was this whole conspiracy about it. People were like, man, who's out there frying brains? It's like people are going crazy and all that. And I deduced the person who was selling them and distributed them. And I made sure to put every detail in this piece of mine, every name. Carter Phelps, Matthew Phillip, like just all the victims down, all with their testimonies. I mean, I performed a hit piece on this guy, all right?
Okay. You maybe even later learn that this guy is dead.
Necessary justice.
If he's frying the brains of innocent people. Innocent corpos, quote unquote. Next up, we have our Fxture. So, let's see what our Fxture gets up to. And you are a rank 6, if I remember correctly. Loup?
Yeah, sorry, I nodded.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking. I was looking at the book. I wasn't looking at your camera.
I'm sorry. I was nodding vigorously.
Yeah, rank 6. Okay, so you don't run into the chance of earning nothing. So let's roll a d6 and find out what you get. Ooh, that's also a 1. Got a media some information for a good bribe. And you got 300 eddies for that. So I know how this ties into what the expose that your friend just did. You were the one who got him the information on that bastard in Pacifica. Sold it to your friend. And your friend made a killing on the expose. So working in tandem.
Got it. Love that.
All right. And these are things that you've kind of been, downtiming for, the better part of the last couple of days. So it's not going to advance the story by a week by any point. So you have each earned a little chunk of money. as part of your side hustles for the week. Okay. You have named this NPC, and he is already dead. But you feel
I
free
just
to.
want to give him a name.
Yep. Feel free
Good
to
job,
make a note of that. Yep.
Darius Vexington, the Brain Flayer.
All right. So, given that you spend the rest of the evening kind of doing the finishing touches on your little odd jobs, your little side hustles that you've been doing for a little bit now, when Lou, you would get the message that from Padre as to your job from him. And so what you learn is you are meant to kill Dexter Sparks. That the reward is the information on Dexter's involvement in everything, as if this doesn't tell you something in something about it in general. But
Yep.
on top of that, also the bonus if it doesn't bring on the attention of his allies in Maxtac or the NCPD, then you get a bonus of 8,000 eddies.
What's the regular pay?
The regular pay was the information regarding Sparks' involvement.
Oh, fuck. Got it. Great. Good. Fucking shit. Fucking. I'm gonna fucking.
That's what Fxture
kill
agreed
you,
to.
Steven. I'm gonna fucking rip you in half.
That's what
fucking
Fxture agreed to.
Open mouth insert foot. Yeah, that's what I heard him say. Yeah, great. I'm glad he offered us a bonus.
Yep. If you can do it
Great.
without alerting the cops, you get a bonus.
Great. How am I gonna kill a max tack? By myself.
I mean,
Well-
you know someone who knows him personally.
Are you gonna do it though?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna help you facilitate it though, as much as it will pain my. He's. You know what? We're gonna have that conversation.
We're gonna have to do this
Yeah.
in character,
Yep.
okay?
You know,
I didn't think you'd be down. The way that you talked about him at the meeting, it seemed like
Yep, I think we're
You-
I
jump,
can
Ki-
see
kind of
you
jump
had a lot
cutting
of
to where
feelings
you're
about this
talking
guy.
about this. Yeah.
fuck. Yeah, okay. Shut up.
no,
Shut the fuck up. You
The
screwed the
moment-
deal. You did this. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we can be at Lou's apartment if that makes sense.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Kind of smash
Yeah.
cut to that.
Yeah. So yeah, is this on the table or not? Steven,
yeah,
I'm talking to you.
I know. Somehow I didn't expect it to be him that we'd have to kill, but he's gonna sigh. He's gonna take out that pack of cigarettes from earlier, and he's just gonna light one up right here in your apartment.
I didn't give you the whole pack. I gave you one of them.
I thought you said you had to be. Well, guess what? He stole one.
I offered you the pack, and you took a cigarette out of the pack.
He stole another
Has
one.
Has no one ever given you a cigarette before?
He took 2 when you weren't looking. All right, that's just all
Oh,
you need to
God.
know.
All right. Can you make him do a sleight of hand, please?
Let's do it. Let's do
No,
it.
it's fine. No, it's fine. No, just take it. It's fine.
Ugh.
You don't have to do that.
I've known this man for a while. Never really took him for the type to get involved in this sort of thing, at least on the level that he did. I guess in a way this is karma for getting involved with the wrong people.
Not just involved, it seems.
Mm.
I mean, he was not just dirty, he was on the take.
And I
There's
can't.
so that Padre's wanting him gone.
He's my friend, but I mean, if he's this dirty, I mean, I've done cover-up stories for people before, but that's not getting my hand involved. I mean, if he's out there pulling triggers on the people that he shouldn't be, I mean,
Sounds like he was cleanup for them.
Yep.
now that maybe he's. And he'll kind of like lean against a wall for a second. He's just locked in his own thoughts right now. He's just. There's always more Max Tech agents. I just have to keep telling myself this. He was always dicey with me anyway. I love the guy, but I don't doubt. I always knew that he was hiding something from me, and I guess figuring out that it was this is sort of hard to grip with, for the moment. I guess I should have expected that a squeaky clean Max Tech agent wouldn't talk to a man like me.
Are any of them squeaky clean though?
No, but he was supposed to be one of the good ones. Someone I put a lot of trust in, someone I put a lot of my time into.
But if he didn't trust you back, then there was a reason for it.
The moment I laid eyes on him this time we spoke, I mean, something was off. Maybe it was because I was onto him. Maybe it's because he didn't want me to see him for what he truly was. And I mean, he's been nothing but tolerable, or I've been nothing but tolerable to him. I mean, it's. I've never
sound like
had
a hard.
Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
No, you.
No, go ahead.
No.
No, go ahead.
You go.
Fuck, somebody.
Please.
I never had to put down someone I considered a friend before.
It's not easy. I can tell you that much. No matter the reason, it will never be easy.
I don't expect it to be, but I just gotta make sure that when the time comes, I can pull the trigger. He'll finally look towards the group. He's been kind of looking down at his feet the whole time. He's gonna go. Lou, I believe you are trying to say something.
If it makes it easier, we can keep you in the back. Does he have trauma?
Does he have trauma? That's a good question.
I think
Does
with
my friend have trauma?
being a Max Tech agent, it's very likely he has at least a mid-level trauma team per subscription. You're not sure if he's silver, gold, or platinum, though.
He definitely has trauma.
Well, that means that we're jamming it.
Yep.
And
I don't believe it would be fair of me to stay in the back because I did sort of put you all in this position.
You're headed down this road no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna give us an edge against him.
And I guess if it wasn't me, it would have been someone else.
Exactly.
I guess the only peace I can give him is looking in the eyes of a friend before he's zeroed.
Let it be a small comfort to him.
It's the only comfort I can really give him. As much as I'd love to, throw a random body at the ceiling and, call that done, make a whole thing of a whole web of lies. I mean, something that deep, I can't cover up something that deep. I can do the crimes around him. I could definitely make up some bullshit story then, but I'm having to. The death of a Max Tech agent, I mean, that's gonna make booms. That's gonna. Especially if his activities would come to light. I mean, I guess better have the article when he's dead than while he's alive. Then he'd be coming after me.
I think Padre wants this managed quietly. He's gonna disappear in the night.
No article, no story.
No
You
sign.
did tell me he'd give me a story. That is something he did tell me.
He's gonna give you what happened.
Yeah. He's going to give you the information, the story about what happened that night. Sparks.
What you do with that's your own business, but there's not going to be any evidence of where he was when it happened.
I could always say that he was killed in the oncoming fire.
Maybe. We'll see what it's worth.
In hell, I'll ask the big man himself what he's okay with. I did tell him I'd send him my drafts, and I mean, I figured if he was not okay with it getting out, he would have just told me straight out, no drafts, no nothing. I mean,
he told you he didn't need you to. He said he'd give you the information. That's our payment.
Yeah.
That's what you negotiated.
The information from that night is our payment.
I mean, I also did think wasn't that something that you guys wanted too? I mean, I hope I didn't selfishly just run in. I mean, it's...
No, it's going to be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a possibility there. He had a role to fill. The question is, are we going to fill it when he's gone?
Yeah. A space like that doesn't tend to stay empty very long.
No.
Nope.
I think that's a bridge we'll have to cross when we get there. And then we'll
Copy,
decide
let
if we.
us
And then we'll decide if we set fire to it from there, I guess.
The bridge.
The space, but yeah, sure. Look, I'm all sorts of screwed up right now.
We get it. We do.
You'll get your article,
I
and we'll back your play, whatever it is.
I haven't killed
That's
someone
what we said.
before.
Well,
Not directly.
Exactly. That's what he means. That's what he means. He's definitely gotten people killed, but he hasn't actually ever been present and had someone killed. Like, I never. I mean, I have the trigger ready, but I guess I never pulled it before. That's kind of what's eating at me.
Well, you
Well, I'll
pulled,
tell you. Go ahead, Trix.
you've pulled it before. You've just never seen the outcome.
At least
Now
not
you
with
get to
my
see it
own two
firsthand.
eyes. Yeah.
I'm not going to mince words. With Trix underwater, I'm going to need all the help I can get.
I think
I don't
we're gonna
see me
need a
taking down a
muscle.
max stack professional by myself.
Yeah. We I mean, I'll be there. I'll start shooting heads. I mean, we might want to wait till your other associate decides to pop back up on the map, though. Especially with how built. You'll kind of crack a smile at that. He is.
I have
That's
a
an
couple
option.
ideas. But
Is that right?
first and foremost, we need to figure out how we're going to jam Trauma from finding this out.
Great question.
Because you know sure as shit they'll be there before we can even get the fuck out of Dodge.
In fact,
What is the practice of doing that?
anyone who wants to make it can make a streetwise roll.
Yay.
I will attempt.
Can't hurt.
I'm going to pour my last 4 luck into this.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Did you see my last roll?
Oh, I hear you.
Okay. Trix on a 19, Fxture on a 16.
Yeah, alright, fine. Let's put, what do I have? 4 more luck? 4 more luck.
Okay. And Lou on a 20.
Criminy.
So what each of you would know is that scavs do this all the time to their victims. So you know that because you've raided a couple of scavs dens in your history between Lou and Trix, you know that it's often done with a chip implanted in the chip sockets on the neck of the victim. And so when those chips are then removed, it is often that any trauma team response teams would then get the signal that their client is in duress. So in order for that to not happen in the first place, the chip has to be installed in the socket. Now, the question is, how do you get your hands on a scav chip, and how do you get that chip installed in a socket port without your victim knowing? Well, the thing that you often find is that the victim has either been drugged or their cyberware disabled so that they can't retaliate and thus incapacitated, the chip is then installed and trauma is never called. For those who do have trauma subscriptions, obviously. Otherwise, it would be just your standard meat wagon that might respond to a call to the emergency dispatch, which isn't automatically called by someone's agent, their cell phone. So, if he has trauma coverage, that needs to be disabled. If he doesn't, then you don't have to worry about his system calling automatically. But you're fairly certain Fxture that most Max Tackers do have some kind of trauma coverage. You do see trauma team ambulances on the scene when Max Tack is involved if a Max Tack agent got injured. And depending on coverage depth, they can be in the vicinity within 300 seconds.
Would a scav chip count as an expensive item that might be otherwise unavailable?
It would definitely be a black market item. It definitely would be at the expensive range, going up to so far as very expensive. Depending.
Okay, so go ahead.
Depending on the quality, I suppose. Poor quality, you might get it for lower. Higher quality and higher effectiveness would be more expensive. So there's degrees.
I'm looking at my operator ranks.
Yep.
On rank 3 and 4, Haggle says I can find expensive items. Mm-hmm. And on 7 and 8, which I'm not at, it says I can find very expensive items.
Okay. So I would say...
So I'm not quite at very expensive.
Yeah, you're not quite at very expensive. So to qualify under expensive item, it would be something that would be of poor to standard quality. So there's the likelihood that on a D10 roll, so I'm going to make this up because this is an item that isn't really in the game, I don't think. So poor quality would be a 1 in 5 chance of not being effective at all, and a standard quality is going to have a 1 in 10 chance. So if you roll a 1 on a standard D10, then it is going to critically fail. It will not operate like you want it to. On a poor quality one, it will be a 1 in 2 on a D10. So there's that risk. It does still... All right. So you are able to find something that will be as effective as you need it to be, regardless of the quality, but you do still have to pay for it. So on the very expensive items, I believe that's between 800 and, or not very expensive, just standard expensive. That's up to 1,000 eddies, if I remember. I'm not sure. Let me look at the grade of items.
Lord.
Where's my book? There it is. Because expensive items. So... No, go on. Expensive items tend to be they tend to be somewhere up to, like 500, 800 eddies, something like that between. Yeah, so in the book, it's even like a standard shotgun would of standard quality would be about 500 eddies, and that's considered expensive. So if you want standard quality of this scav chip, which we've rolled is going to be effective, it will be €500 from a local scav.
You got it.
So you have purchased items from scavs now.
Great.
The
Can I
Lux will go do a job.
haggle on this? Or can I borrow money from somebody? I sent Trix a message. I'm like, hey, can you loan me €100?
You said 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great.
Okay.
She doesn't even question it. Just like.
And you're all pretty aware that Lou is going and, buying
Yeah.
some shady shit from shady people.
Lou is like going to the meeting like this, like, God damn it, I'm so fucking broke. Why am I always so fucking broke? Everything's riding on my fucking back. Jesus Christ. She's so stressed out. Like clumps of her hair is falling out. She's like, ah.
Poor thing.
Why did Slideye leave us?
Now,
I can't do it anymore. No, it's fine.
Now, there is something else that you have at your disposal that you might not be aware of. Trix, you know that Alex is in town.
Yeah.
So he is someone you could potentially call upon to help you with this job should you need it.
Yep.
But that is at your discretion. Just wanted to point that out to you in case you wanted to use that as a contact.
In sending the money to Lou, she will mention that she might know someone who can,
Who is a sniper, by the way.
Yeah. Who's not only good with long-range shots, but is also a bit of a solo, if needed. Just got offer him the right price.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, if you want to hire a solo on this job, that would rip ass. It'd also be really great to drug him and just put 2 in his dome.
You know a doc who could possibly do poisons and drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there might be a couple quick hacks Trix can get a hold of. If we want to trust my rules on it.
And look, if anyone's gonna put the 2 in his dome, Steven's gonna want to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
Good to have backup though.
That's fair.
Trix will send Alex a message, say, hey, might have a job if
Yeah.
you're interested.
Okay. Message sent. You don't get a response right away, but message sent.
Okay. Right. And looking at quick hacks, wrong book.
Yep. If you're looking to pick up some new quick hacks, now is the time to do it.
Oh yeah.
There's plenty of netrunners out there who can build you a program.
Oh yeah.
Including Jason.
Probably sweet talk Jason into doing it. To be honest.
That's crazy.
Let's see here. There is Cyberpunk. English.
Cyberware
please.
Malfunction.
Yes. And there's also a DB12 called System Reset.
Okay. So which
So
are you looking to pick
at
up? Or both?
both,
Both?
preferably.
Cyberware Malfunction and
Yep.
System Reset? Okay. So, are those considered expensive or very expensive items?
It actually does not say.
Oh.
The
Does it
amount
give
of
you a
times
price
I have
range?
been... No, it doesn't. The
Oh.
amount of times I've been over this section in this book, it says nothing at all as to cost.
Okay.
Shockingly.
Shocking. Okay, so let's look at... So this is... Since it's going to be something as similar to a weapon of sorts, unless there's like a section for hacking, like purchasing programs.
There is the program section of the
Of the core rulebook.
yeah,
Where?
that does give list prices. It starts on, at least for like the street markets, it starts on 368.
Okay, so let's look at that. So,
That's usually my go-to for it, at least.
So,
And looks like the more expensive ones, premiums go for like 100. Very expensive is anywhere from 500. Well, very expensive is 1,000. Expensive is 500.
okay. And let me actually, because this is going to be, because those are basically going to be treated like, I'm going to treat those like, because they attack the target, so they're anti-personnel, and I'm going to consider them black ice because they deal health damage in a sense.
Yeah.
So
Cyberware Malfunction is just kind of an upgraded version of Short Circuit, whereas you got to choose what went down. With Malfunction, I get to pick, and System Reset is just like, oh hey, they get knocked unconscious for so long.
Yes. Okay. So it doesn't deal health damage, it just causes incapacitation. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm still going to consider it black ice in a sense. Well, actually, I actually think that's going to be more of an attacker class of program. Because does it give you like what the in the Edge Runner book, does it give you what kind of classification it is? Like it's an attacker or a black ice?
It doesn't say either way, because apparently quick hacks are meant to be a little different.
Okay.
From those.
So I'm just trying to determine a price range.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Because attackers are, pretty inexpensive, generally speaking. So yeah, I'm gonna consider them a black ice. As far as the kind of price ranges we're looking at. So, so I would say that in this particular case, Cyberware Malfunction is going to be 500 at the expensive level.
Okay.
And then System Reset is going to be because luxury is just a lot. So I'm going to say that System Reset is going to be at the high range of very expensive. So, well, higher range of very expensive. So I'm going to say it's going to be 2,000 eddies for a System Reset. 500 for Cyberware Malfunction.
Alright, we'll just do
Price-wise.
Cyberware Malfunction then.
Okay. So that we have it for our notes. Because since you don't have prices, Cyberware Malfunction is expensive. 500 EB. And System Reset is very expensive at 2,000 EB. Just
Yeah.
that we have it for our notes. If we do come back to that. So.
Oh yeah, we will.
Yeah, because we're gonna come back to that. So, and this is essentially Jason's prices for you.
Yeah.
He has a framework for these programs, and so this is the kind of things that we're looking at here. So.
Okay, that works.
Okay. Just so that we have price ranges for our quick hacks. So, after the preparations that you have so far, is there something that you're doing next? Or, well, we're kind of getting to the point where we're going to be wrapping up here pretty soon, so is there anything of a last second resort that you guys want to... I mean, saying that Trix has, a new quick hack at her disposal, and her solo friend who might be available. Is there anything that Lou is doing to prepare?
Lou's out of money. She can't do anything else.
Ah.
I didn't mean to roll that. Ignore that.
Okay.
I don't know if Steven wants to do anything, but I think Lou's done for the night.
Okay.
Steven's making sure he's got enough film in his cameras.
Okay.
They're probably gonna want proof that he's dead. I mean.
Okay. So. As a result of taking on this job, and especially with Steven being as closely tied into this particular person, Steven, I'm going to say you're going to take a humanity hit.
Oh, yep, alright.
So I'm going to roll a d6. Because you may not have started the job just yet, but you have agreed to this man's death, and this is a friend of yours, as far as you're concerned.
Yeah, it is. You might not see me as that, but I do see him as that.
My friend, you are taking 6 points of humanity loss.
Alright.
It's taking a heavy toll on you.
Yeah, I'm at EMP 4 now. Let's go. Oh, that just made some of my best rolls worse. I didn't mean to roll that either. God, nah! I'm trying to see what it made worse. Oh God, it did make a lot of my...
Okay.
My human perception is so bad now. Oh no. Actually, it's not that bad, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Black Wolf, I'm sorry. I crit on a d6, my bad.
How dare my humanity?
Okay. The other two of you getting a little less, well, maybe somewhat hands-on in a way for Lou, in that she is purchasing questionable materials from questionable people. I am going to say that there is a lesser humanity hit taken by the both of you. So it is going to be a 1d6 divided by 2.
Okay.
Which is 1 point each.
Fantastic.
Lucky.
Coffee's dice love us more.
I
Damn.
mean, to be fair, I mean, that 6 definitely should be a 6, because this is his friend.
Yeah.
At least he sees him as that. Sparks might not reciprocate that, but...
Okay. Well, I think that's going to conclude the session for tonight and conclude the evening for our Edge Runners. We'll come back next time on a new day and see how it is that they're going to go about defeating this Dexter Sparks of MaxTac. So, thank you all in the audience for watching and coming along with us as we determine what it is going to happen with these Edge Runners. We have some very questionable decisions going on, but so is Edge running. In general, that could get you killed.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you guys out in the audience so much for watching. We very much appreciate it. Y'all have been awesome. Also, thank you to Miller out in the audience who gifted 2 subs, one of which to Amber. I appreciate that. Yay! But yeah, and so I'm a little behind on getting episodes uploaded to YouTube. I apologize for that, because that's kind of where I'm still getting in the groove, just kind of feeling my way through things. The move was kind of a big deal and has not really taken a lot of energy out, but definitely made a shake-up on my routine a little bit tough. So, you know, we we like routine, and my routine has been completely jumbled. Completely jumbled.
Same here.
Yep.
So we're gonna keep going from there, but we have improvement points to go over for our lovely people today, so let's get in on that. So the audience, you get to vote for who your favorite is, which will give them 10 points. So go ahead and vote in the chat as far as who was your favorite tonight. In the meantime, let's talk about some roleplay prompts as part of the improvement points, as part of the book itself. So,
Ugh.
the book. Let's...
The ancient tomes.
So, we have... There's obviously different ways of doing improvement points in the book. So improvement points are how you level up your character, and the prompts that are provided in the book are how much you get as a group, and who, in the terms of roleplay, was the warrior, the socializer, the explorer, and the role player of this particular game today. So let's talk about how you did as a group today. So in your investigations, in all of your plannings and everything else, how do you think you guys did?
I mean,
I think we did decently well.
Okay.
Yeah,
We got
pretty
to
good.
talk to Padre. We got a job set up.
Did quite a
Through
bit,
him
yeah.
for some information. Inadvertently
made
found
some-
more information on Susan Abernathy.
Yeah.
hmm
I'd say we did pretty good.
We got some plans made on the job.
Yep.
We're basically ready to go on the job next session,
Yep.
Yeah.
despite being given the job basically in the middle of the session this time around.
Yeah, we just
Mhm.
there's a couple more details to maybe hash out, but we've got a lot of the prep work done at least.
Yep.
I
Did cost you a little bit of money, but
Yeah.
you got a place to start at least.
Yep.
I do think that next session, Steven wants to see someone before the job starts.
Okay,
Mm.
definitely make a note of that because I am likely going to forget. So you're going to want to DM that to me, so that we can take care of that for you. Okay, then I think as a group, your preparations have got you closer to your goal for this little subplot. So I think 30 points is a good place for us to start with the improvement points. The group worked well together, accomplishing most of your mission goals, with everyone taking part in the adventure. So there's that for y'all. So it doesn't
How many
necessarily
did you say?
30.
Okay.
So when it comes to skills, it doesn't necessarily have to be combat skills, but the warrior uses their skills to some kind of effectiveness in this particular portion of the adventure. So who was the warrior? It doesn't necessarily have to be combat, but
Lou.
Lou.
I humbly accept.
That crit, man.
oh yeah,
That
she
crit
did.
did a lot.
Crit.
She did crit to get in touch with
I
Padre.
mean, every roll tonight was out of control.
Yep.
Right.
Everyone, aside from that one crit fail from Trix, everyone's rolls have been pretty well today. So
Yeah, pretty good rolling tonight
Look,
for everybody.
according to this game, I have to have at least one crit fail per session.
yep.
That's what you get for, that's what you get for
I
critting
can't
every
walk
other
away
time.
from it.
Listen, the counterbalance has found you.
Look, whose game is tomorrow?
Listen here.
Anyway.
Okay. Then Lou, I think you're gonna get another 20 because you used your skills often and effectively, and with the purpose of, acquiring what it is you wanted, including that crit.
And Fxture got audience votes.
Fxture is the audience's favorite. Perfect. Who was our socializer? Who was the supportive and helpful party member?
That's
That might
pretty
also-
tough this time. I don't think we did a lot of dialogues in this one. I feel like it was pretty much just Padre, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty much the meat of it when it came to the conversations.
So it's Lou or it's Fxture.
Yeah. I'll give it to Fxture.
Oh.
Simply because his part in it probably is the reason why Sparks has gotta die.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
He also nudged the negotiation in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I did.
Supportive and helpful part of the group. Yeah, I'm gonna say
Well, we're gonna supportive and helpful in a negative direction. But
it's a
yeah,
stretch, but yeah.
it's a tremendous stretch. But like, yeah, if we're saying
That's
supportive
insane.
and helpful in a linear direction, like it helps
That's
us move
crazy.
forward, but like
That's
not supportive and helpful in
crazy.
like a positive way.
That's insane. Just calling me out. Okay.
You get called out with 10 improvement points.
All right. Yeah.
Do you want them or not?
Yeah, I'll take them.
I thought
Improvement points are improvement points.
so.
All right. So who is
Those
our
are
explorer
room
from the
for
party?
improvement points.
Who attempted to investigate and explore the situation the most in this particular section? Who was investigating?
Well, we got a library science roll for.
I'm gonna say
Your
Fxture.
boy Fxture, so.
Yep.
He's
He's the one who
Give
initially
that to
wanted the
him.
meeting with Padre anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Point.
I'll take it. I mean, all right. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll
That
take
makes
it.
sense.
I ain't gonna
Okay.
say no.
I think he used his he used his wheeling and dealing to learn more about the situation that's going on at the with the Valentinos. So another 20 points.
All right. It's me at 200. Let's go.
So the role player of the group, who maybe had the best scene or best line or best sort of mood for the game tonight, who attempted to maintain their character the most or most effectively.
I'm actually gonna put my hat in there for that one when Fxture realized he had to kill a friend.
Mm.
Trix's the whole entire thing of I get it. This is not gonna be easy.
I feel like we also got a glimpse into Trix and her history with that.
Mm.
You know, we don't get a lot of Trix, but we got a little bit more Trix than we're used to seeing there. I thought that was really nice and refreshing.
I really gotta get back into her headspace. I don't know where I lost it in the midst of you guys moving up here,
Mm.
but I need to get back into it. So I'm probably gonna have to pull up Cyberpunk at some point, just deal with my computer crashing with it.
Oh no. Even with the graphics turned all the way down?
Okay, to be fair, I haven't turned the graphics down on it yet. Unlike with Dead by Daylight, where I have done that, it's able to handle it now.
Mm-mm.
I've still got to go through and do that and see
Yeah.
if it'll work until I can get.
See if turning it to mid or low graphics that helps.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, with the other game, I had to turn it from ultra to high, and that worked.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna work in the meantime until I can sit down with either lethality or figure something else out to figure out what the hell is going on with this graphics card.
Yeah.
I'll give it to Trix, although I will say I definitely had the zingers.
You had the zingers.
Trix definitely getting a little more Trix, at least from what I've seen so far. We don't get a lot of that, so I'll vote for Trix.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna say that's a 20 points for you then, there, Trix, because you role played pretty effectively today. Well, that does it for the improvement points of our lovely
My audience improvement. How many points do I get for the audience?
It's 10.
Yeah, okay. It was 10.
Yep, always 10.
That was 10.
I didn't hear it. Okay, so I got 210 now. All right, let's get
always it. 10. Yep. So with that being said, I will attempt to make previous episodes available here hopefully soon, so that we can at least get things back on a regular schedule on the YouTube channel. So if you've missed anything that you would like to catch back up on, feel free to check out the YouTube channel at CoffeeCat Presents, because that's where I post the VODs when I'm when I'm not being a schlub. And so definitely check that out. We've got shorts that go up there from time to time too, and so just trying to get back into a regularly scheduled sort of thing with that. Which
I've got so many episodes to go through and do that.
Yes, indeedy.
You also gotta get some clips.
Yep. So anything that you in the audience decide that you want to clip, be sure to do so, because that helps us, gauge what would make some really great shorts for the YouTube and for TikTok, so that we can get more people coming and joining us. And of course, if you're on YouTube and you've come across us and you're not watching live, then feel free to join us on Twitch at CoffeeCat Presents, because that's where we do all of this live and stuff. And then we do have a Discord so that you can jump in the server, say hi, post your clips, things like that, post your memes. Sometimes we have memes that get posted, yeah, that's we do. And I do my announcements there on Discord too, so just go give that a look too. So, but we are finished for tonight. So, with that being said, let's say goodnight, everybody.
Night.
Night, everybody.
Night.